What up, Dokkaners? Over the years, I have done a lot of Dragonstone count videos, and it's actually been a pretty useful tool for people because they get to see how many stones they can expect, how many stones they might still be able to salvage during a certain celebration. But it's been harder and harder to do that for a couple of reasons. The first off, with Global and JP unifying operation schedules, there's no longer a precedent, an established list of content that we can kind of go back to as a reference for Global. One thing that I used to do after the Dokkan Wiki shut down was that I would really look at how the JP celebration played out, and then I would tabulate the numbers myself, and that would sort of serve as a substitute. This is what it used to be. Like, we would use the Dokkan Wiki. This is a great resource, and this is one of the reasons why I really miss the Dokkan Wiki, because look at all this. This is exactly what we needed. So I would go through this and I would review this with you guys, going over the full count, and we would see how many stones we could get during major celebrations, regular celebrations. But now it's just, I can't do that. Like, now I have to go individually to each one. I have to count. I have to find various like extra things that might not be shown here. It's otherwise not that easy. So why am I opening with this? Well, I'm saying this because when it comes to major celebrations, while I don't necessarily do Dragonstone count videos breaking down every little thing, it's generally understood that for major celebrations like Anniversary, like Worldwide, now GDC, those celebrations generally give us about 1,000 stones. We have seen this over the years. I have done many videos over the years going through how we earned that. And sometimes it's a little bit less, as you saw here. Sometimes it's a little bit more, not factoring in sometimes EX or whatever. It can vary. It sometimes goes from like 900 to maybe like 1,400. I think during 7th anniversary, we had a crazy boom in stones. So depending on the year, depending on the content, it can change. But in general, about 1,000 stones is to be expected. That being said, I haven't done a stone count for this current 11th anniversary. Of course, it's not even over. So even if, we were able to, no matter what, we're still missing out on possibly Greatest Tours additional stage. Spirit Bomb Z, Spirit Bomb GT EZAs. We don't know if they're going to be joint or separate. We don't know if there's going to be anything else that's going to be dropping that provides significant stones. And then, of course, logins, maybe a final thank you reward, things like that. So what we're going to be doing today is just going over a post that was made by one of the French Dokkan. Is he a content creator? I believe he's a content creator. His name is Axel SLT. So shout out to Axel. This is a very useful thing here. So Froggy, who is a content creator buddy, the community has been asking for a Dragonstone count since the very start of the 11th anniversary, with and without the countdown. Otherwise, I mean, it's all translated from French, so this is probably not going to make all the sense in the world. So what Axel did, he was nice enough to do a Dragonstone count from the 11 days with and without countdown from January 22nd to February 20th inclusive. So I am recording this video a couple days afterwards. So let's just kind of review this. I would imagine this is going to be pretty accurate, but not factoring in the remainder of the celebration. Let's just see how much we have here. And since I obviously don't know what the hell some of this stuff says because I don't speak French, we're going to go ahead and Google Translate, our trusty, amazing Google Translate. So here we go. Login stones, login bonus, 48 dragon stones. So in general, you basically just count the day, and then that's how many stones you get for login, right? So from the 22nd to the 20th, there's a little bit more in there because it's an anniversary. We should naturally be getting more than just the one stone. And it's been a little interesting because I feel like for this one, the login bonus has been less. I feel like we've actually had fewer stones during the login here than ever. Like, look, we have one dragon stone each and every day. During anniversaries, don't we get more? In fact, I'm going to go ahead and find some. I want to go back to some of the older celebrations and see if we can find their login bonuses. Oh, okay. One dragon stone per day for GDC. One dragon stone per day for Sunday. Maybe I'm seeing things. No, we used to have more. I think the reason for this is because they have redistributed the stones in other ways for other things. So, and I think that is also part of the changes that I think people aren't used to. When you see something done a certain way for so long, when it changes, it can, the optics might change, right? It might look like we're getting shortchanged or whatever. But yeah, so it looks like this has actually been a thing for a little while now. Okay. So anyway, going back here. So login gives us 48. We're gonna take all this at face value. As far as like verifying it, I don't think there's any reason to. Maybe at the end of the celebration, someone will do a full comprehensive breakdown and we can kind of like cross-reference. Daily missions, 74 dragon stones. So this is something that I never really factor in during my stone counts, and that is whatever login bonus you have. It's generally one stone per day. You get another stone per day for daily missions, but then on weekends you actually get double. So I never count that. So this one being more than this makes a lot of sense. So 74 dragon stones. The panel missions, the board missions, 61 dragon stones. Okay, I can see that. EX missions, 16 dragon stones. Yeah, no, we've had a lot of EX missions so far. They each give you one, but there have been a few, so 16. It does look like it adds up, and that is of course an issue if you can't do it. Retweet and like campaign. So yeah, this has been a thing, and I'm sure that this is probably part of why some people feel like we're not getting as many stones, because when it comes to the content, when it comes to what we've come to expect, it has looked a little bit different. I think that the social media side and the raffle side, I think, are partially to blame. That being said, this is not an uncommon thing. We do this during every celebration. We always have some sort of a retweeting campaign, but I'm just thinking about like the raffle stuff. We haven't had that before. The web store also wasn't a thing, so that also will kind of detract from the normal like core stones that we get in the base game. Web store, 25 stones. Is that how much we got? Okay, so I mean, we had some codes, and then they also gave you some stones, I think for free, like 10 stones or something like that. So okay, 25 stones from the web store. So this, of course, if you don't have a Bandai Namco ID, you don't connect it to the web store, this also negatively impacts you. Reveal parts 1 and 2. Reveal. Okay, so I'm assuming this is like for the stream. I think so, because we got 50 for part 1, we got 30 for part 2. So I believe that's what this is. Maintenance gave us 5 dragon stones total. Okay. And then this, I can never really count this because not everybody won this, but yes, they did do the ball drawing, and we got the 2 most cursed numbers in humanity. So that means, yeah, they got 0 stones, you got up to 105 stones or some combination. So there's that. Special secret chest tickets. Oh yeah, I did that video. I think I got like a couple of the 5% ones, but for the most part I got the low end stuff. Between 0 and 300. I want to know if there's anyone out there who actually got 300 stones just from the secret chest things. Weekly pan event gives you 25 dragon stones at the Baba Shop. Wait, what? Weekly pan event gives you 25? No, it doesn't. Oh, wait. Sorry. This is from the 22nd to the, because you get 35. You get 35 of those dragonstone ores, and so that is 5 dragon stones. So it would have to be 5 weeks of it. So from the 22nd of January, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, yeah. It's 5 weeks. Yep. Okay. 25 dragon stones from that. Sure. Stamina used in January, 10 dragon stones. Stamina used in January. Is this a reference to rank ups? Because if so, I don't think that this can necessarily universally apply to everyone, unless there's something else. Again, I am going to trust this. I'm trying to remember what this is in reference to. This might just be a mission, although we've already accounted for the mission, so I don't know exactly where this is from. 10 stones for... Okay, well, interesting. I'm just going to accept it. Tour 1. This is top grossing. We got 50 stones in part 1. We got 50 stones in part 2. Dokkan Special Day is 20 dragon stones, and I know for a fact we're getting another special day during the celebration, so that is definitely going to add up to another 20 stones. Dokkan event, yes, new Dokkan event, 2 stones per stage. So we had a part 1, we had a new Dokkan event, we had a part 2, we had a new Dokkan event, so that's 4. Whis event, the new missions for the Whis event, because that was revamped, much to the dismay of everybody. 6 dragon stones. Goku Vegeta family equip, that's the Clash Heated Rival, whatever, 4 dragon stones. Battlefield, 20 dragon stones. No. Oh wait, no, this was done on the wait. This was done on the 20th. There are 2 clashes. So okay, I made a mistake, and I said that because the part 1 Battlefield was 20 dragon stones, the second one would also be 20 dragon stones. The second one actually was not, and it was 8 dragon stones. So this should actually be 28, accounting for parts 1 and 2. Burst mode, yes, this is actually a pretty cool thing. With the 2 burst modes, we now earn 30 dragon stones. It used to be 9 stones per burst mode, so this would have been 18, but it's been redistributed. So again, like certain things, for example, Clash, 28 stones in total between 2 parts is a little bit lower than what it used to be, which is 31, 32. But we also made up for it with burst mode going from 18 between 2 events to 30. So this redistributing thing is kind of a hard thing to account for when judging a celebration. I'm not defending them, by the way. I'm just saying, like, in terms of some stones, when we say we barely got any stones, we're also judging that based on precedent and based on patterns. We are still getting stones. That being said, let me be very, very clear. I still am not happy with how the celebration's been handled, okay? So trust me on that. Red zone, blue zone missions. Also, it's nice to see that the French community also agrees blue zone, not Supreme Magnificent Battle. Okay, that's a stupid name. Nobody cares about calling it that. It's blue zone. All right, deal with it. Red zone plus blue zone plus missions, 175. Yes, we did a stone count for all of this. Although I don't think I did a stone count accounting for the extra missions. Are we sure that that's 175 with these? This might be more. Special battles 1 and 2, only 48 dragon stones. I feel like there should have been more from that. Also, it's kind of weird that special battle parts 1 and 2 were separated. Not that that's a problem, but for GDC, it was a singular event that simply got updated. There are 4 stages on the GDC special battle, whereas for 11th anniversary special battle, there are 2 stages on the part 1, which is its own event, and then 2 stages on part 2, which is its own event. Why did they do that? Who's the opponent? Clash of the Titans. Oh, this is the boss fight randomizer, the heated throwdown, 34 dragon stones. The Goma event, 16 dragon stones. Masked Majin arrives, 17 dragon stones. Tamagami's 18 dragon stones. An extraordinary journey? What is that? Extraordinary journey. I am blanking on what that is. I don't know what that is. Oh, greatest tours. Yeah, that's what it is. Greatest tours. Okay. Greatest tours, 16 dragon stones, because we just talked about that. All awakenings, 144 dragon stones. Is this also referencing the EZAs? It probably. That's because you don't get stones for just getting Dokkan awakenings. This has got to be for EZAs, because I haven't seen anything for EZAs here. And we had 1. We had Pan. That's 2. Those are the 2 Dokkan. Oh my god, are those the only 2 Dokkan Fest EZAs? They are. They're the only 2 Dokkan Fest EZAs that we've had. And then this guy, I mean, I count this, so that's 3. So that's 34, 34, 33, and then we get like 6 stones from each super EZA. So yeah, this is about right. Okay, so all in all, based on Axel's calculations, between 1,000 and 1,415 dragon stones. And again, this variation is huge because of some of these wild cards here. The ball drawing, I don't consider this part of the course celebration because not everyone's going to get this. Only like 2% of people will get that. Secret chest is also too wide of a margin. I don't consider this something that we can have part of the course celebration. So between 1,000 and 1,415 is that crazy because of that. Without countdown, it drops down to between 747 and 1152 again if you're lucky. So I would mainly look towards the bottom, the lower end of this. And so like I've been saying, we still total to approximately 1,000 stones. So based on these numbers, which I feel very confident is accurate, based on what I've seen here, this looks pretty good. This is a pretty good reflection of what the celebration has been like so far, and we still have a little bit more to go. So my statement still stands. Major celebrations like anniversaries, GDCs are still giving us over or around 1,000 stones, give or take. Are we happy with how it's been handed out? That's a conversation for a different video, but in terms of the core stone count, we are still getting our stones. So yay, at least we're happy about that. Yay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the dragon stones that have been given out during this celebration overall, not counting how the celebration has been handled in terms of pacing and content, but in terms of stones given. Are you satisfied knowing that we have been given around over 1,000 stones, including the countdown? Were you expecting more? Obviously everyone would be expecting more, but you know, give me your honest opinions about that. Let me know how many stones that you have currently in your box after all your summons are done. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.